welcome to the tutorial on Boolean algebra. In today's class, we are dealing with the fourth basic theorem of Boolean algebra, that is complementarity law. This law is very important because it will be used to solve the other or to prove the other laws also. So with respect to the examination, it is important. What does the law states? The law states that if a Boolean variable is added with its complement, then it produces 1. If a Boolean variable is multiplied by its complement, it produces 0. Then x plus x bar will be equal to 1. X into x bar will be equal to 0. So let us see how the circuit diagram for the complementarity law for A will look like. X and x bar are the input lines because x is only the one variable that we can find in the expression in the right hand side of the expression is 1. In the left hand side of the expression you have one variable, that is x. So x will be the input line that is given. So then we will have x as an input line for OR, and it should be added with its complement. The complement of x we will get it by using a NOT gate. So this is the circuit diagram for the NOT gate. So when input is given as x over here, the bubble or the NOT gate will convert it into x bar, and that will be the input for the OR gate. So the expression will be x plus x bar is equals to 1 always. Next circuit diagram for the complementarity law 2 is same like the one, but because we are using the dot operator over here, the gate that will be used is the AND gate. So AND gate will be used. So x bar you will get it, input will be given to the AND gate. The expression is x into x bar is equals to 1. So next we will be proving this theorem with the help of truth table. Let us see you will find any errors in the truth table or no based on your previous knowledge. Let us go and find it out. X plus x bar for the A1 will have only one variable because variable x is present in its complemented form. So we'll consider only one input as x. So we'll have 2 to the power 1 combination, that is 2 combination, that is 0 and 1 will be the combination. Then combination will be complemented, that is 0 will be complemented, it becomes 1. 1 will be complemented, it becomes 0. Addition should be done between x and x bar. So the expression is x plus x bar. Addition starts 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. So here is a mistake that you can find. So correct the mistake and write it. 1 plus 0 is 1. That's correct. So let us prove the theorem number 2, that is complementarity law with the multiplication. So again same input combination because in the expression you have only one variable, that is x, and x is present in its complemented format. So you'll have combination as 0 and 1. The x value will be complemented. It will be 1 and 0, that is inverted values of these two. The expression will be x dot x bar, that is x and x bar. Multiplication has to be done. 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. So in the entire slide you can find only one mistake that we have corrected it already. So this is always producing 0. This is always producing 1 after correcting the mistake. Now we will prove the complementarity law with the help of perfect induction method. Let us consider perfect induction method with the complementarity law with A. the statement is x plus x bar is equals to 1. Assuming the value of x is equals to 0, then the left hand side expression will be x is equals to x plus x bar. Then substitute the value of x is equals to 0, x will be 0. The complemented value of 0 will be 1. So you need not to substitute 0, you should supplement the value of 0 complemented. So it will be 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1, that is equals to RHS. So we are proving the RHS with the help of x being a value called 0. Now let us take or assume the value of x is equals to 1. Then we will see the left hand side part of the expression is x plus x bar. So the expression will be substituted with the value of x being 1 and x bar being 0. So x is 1, 1 is complemented, so it will become 0. So the expression will have 1 plus 0 as its value. So as you know from the addition, 1 plus 0 is 1, which is satisfying the condition of the RHS. So hence we are proving with the proof by perfect induction method the complementarity law number 1 or A. Now we will go to the second complementarity law. If a variable is multiplied by its complement, it produces 0. Then we will assume the value of x is equals to 0, and we will take the left hand side, that is x into x bar, substitute the value of x as 0 and x bar as 1. So x will be 0 and x bar will be 1, that is complemented value of x whatever you have assumed. 0 multiplied by anything is 0, so the resultant will be 0, that is satisfying the RHS value. So hence we have proved the value of RHS with Boolean variable x having a value called 0. Now if the value of x is assumed as 1, then the left hand side will be x into x bar. Substitute the value of x as 1 and x bar as 0 because it has been complemented. So 1 multiplied by 0 is equals to 0, that is equals to the theorem of the complementarity law. So hence we are proving the complementarity law with the proof by perfect induction method. So as you know, x plus x bar is equals to 1 it holds true for both the possible values or the combinations that we have. Thus it proved, and it is a tautology because the result of the Boolean expression is always 1. So tautology says that for any possible combination of input values, the output will be always 1. So always 1 will give you a tautology. Always 0 will give you a fallacy, that has been satisfied by the theorem number 2 in the complementarity law. So x into x bar is equals to 0, that holds false for both the combinations or all the combinations of x. Thus it is proved and it is fallacy. So next law in the basic theorem of Boolean algebra is the commutative law. The commutative law will be having two variations, one for addition and the another will be for multiplication. Let us see with respect to the addition how the commutative law will be written. Just like in the mathematics how we have the commutative law, similarly here also you will find the commutative law the same way. X plus x bar is written as y plus y bar, or it can be also written in the format of what you can see in this particular theorem. X plus y is equals to y plus x. So we will be discussing only this in this particular concept. So x plus y is equals to y plus x. 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2, both will give the same answer. So proving it, whether the right hand side circuit is matching with the left hand side circuit or no. So first we'll take the left hand side value. So left hand side has x plus y. So two input lines will be there, x and y. So it is added, resultant is r, which will be similar like y plus x, which is odd. Both the values will result into same answer, whatever the answer is. Now the commutative law number 2 or B is with respect to the multiplication. So x into y is equals to y into x. So 2 into 3 is equals to 3 into 2. So addition or multiplication, whatever you are writing, if you interchange the values here and there or terms here and there, it doesn't make any difference, both are equal. So circuit diagram for the expression B with respect to the left hand side is x into y and is representing multiplication. The resultant r will be same like y multiplied by x, that is added together, will be having same circuit diagram. Now it's the time to prove the theorem with the help of truth table method. So in the truth table, you can see in the left hand side or right hand side, both you have only two variables, that is x and y. So x and y will be the Boolean variables. So it is 2 to the power 2. Then we'll have 4 combinations in total, 00, 11. In the y will have 0, 1, 0, 1 as its combination, because 2 zeros have already appeared. I cannot write 2 zeros again, so I'll write 1, 0, 1, 1. Then 11 can be split again and it will be written like this. So this is a possible combination that we have for x and y. Now let us write the left hand side and right hand side of the commutative law expression and see whether it holds true or no. So the right hand side value and the left hand side values are written over here. The left hand side is x plus y. The right hand side is y plus x. So addition starts. First we'll deal with this. 0 plus 0 is 0. That is the value, got it. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is also 1. Now we'll start addition of y plus x. So it is like this in this format now. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 or 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 1. So that satisfies all the possible values in the combination. In the output, you are satisfied with the x plus y has the same value as y plus x. Now let us prove the theorem number 2 with the truth table. Similarly, we'll have same combination values. The resultant expression has two parts, left hand side and right hand side part. The left hand side is having x into y. The right hand side is having y into x. Let us start the multiplication. Now this time we'll do parallelly. So you can find some mistake over here. Let us see who finds out the mistake in the truth table and corrects it. 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. So here is a mistake. Then 0 multiplied by 0 is also 0. So here is also you find the mistake. There is another mistake we have done wantedly so that you can cross verify the concept of truth table. Then we have 0 multiplied by 1 is 0, or 1 multiplied by 0 is also 0. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0, or 0 multiplied by 1 is also 0. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So you found another mistake over here, right? Next is 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So another mistake. Totally 4 mistake. That need to be reversed. So we'll have double 1 over here, double 0 over here. Very good. Then we will move to the next proof method, that is proof by perfect induction method. Because the commutative law has the two part, right hand side and the left hand side, implies the right hand side is also an expression and left hand side is also an expression. So the proof by perfect induction method will vary slightly. Now we'll see how the variation is been implemented. Let us assume the value of x is equals to 1. Then what will happen? If x value is assumed as 0, what will happen? So we'll begin with x value as 0. Then we will take the left hand side expression, x plus y, substitute the value of x is equals to 0. So 0 plus y doesn't have any value, so we have kept it as it is. So you remember the properties, okay? The values, if it is added with or multiplied with something, properties of zeros and ones. So properties of zeros with respect to addition is been used here. So 0 plus y is whatever the value of y will be there. So let us consider the value of x is equals to 0 and take the left hand side value instead of value whatever is been taken. Now we will take it as right hand side value. So if x is equals to 0, then RHS value, this is the variation. So LHS we used to take and we used to substitute the value of x is equals to 0, x is equals to 1. The variation over here is we will be taking left hand side and right hand side with the same value of x is equals to 0. So first we have taken the left hand side, next we will take the right hand side value. So x is equals to 0, then right hand side value is y plus x, substitute the value of x is equals to 0, then y plus 0 will remain. So 0 plus y or y plus 0 is same, that will result into y with the help of properties of zeros and ones. The properties of zeros and ones says that if a variable is added with 0, the same variable will be the answer. So you can have a recap on the previous video on the properties of zeros and ones. So from expression number 1 and expression number 2, you can say that left hand side and right hand side are both equal, produces same answer. So now let us take the value of left hand side and right hand side with the help of x being 1. So assuming x is equals to 1, then we will take the left hand side value, which is nothing but x plus y, substitute the value of x being 1. So 1 plus y, anything added with 1 is always 1. Now assume the value, same value, then take the right hand side part, y plus x, substitute the value, y plus 1 is equals to 1. That is 1 and 2 from the expression will hold true, or you can say 3 and 4. So from 1, 2, 3 and 4, the proof by perfect induction method will prove x plus y is equals to y plus x. Similarly, we will be dealing with the proof by perfect induction method for the second complementarity law. Taking the x value as 0, then we'll substitute the value of x is equals to 1 in the left hand side. Then we will multiply. 0 multiplied by anything is 0. Then we will take the x value as 0 and place it into the right hand side. 0, if it is multiplied with x, so it produces 0 only. So from 1 and 2, you can say left hand side and right hand side value are both equal. Next we will be taking x value is equals to 1. Then we will be having the left hand side expression, substituting the value of x is equals to 1. So 1 multiplied by y is y itself. So anything multiplied by 1 is that thing itself by the properties of zeros and ones. Then we will take the x value as 1 similarly, and then we will substitute it into the right hand side expression. So y into x, that is y into 1, which is substituted value of x, is equals to y. So from 1 and 2 over here, you can say left hand side and right hand side are matching with respect to x value is equals to 1. If you are given 1, 2, 3, 4, so from 1, 2, 3 and 4, the proof by perfect induction method satisfy x into y is equals to y into x. Moving to the next law, that is associative law. The associative law is for addition as well as multiplication, how we had the commutative law. The associative law states that x plus y plus z can also be written as x plus y plus z. Let us see the circuit diagram how it is equal. So in the bracket, first the bracket will be solved. So y plus z will be added. Then the input of this will be whatever is given in the expression. You have y plus z. The output that you get is y plus z. That will be the input for the next OR gate. So there are totally two OR gates. One for the entire bracket, what you see over in the left hand side, and one for the outside the bracket. So inside the bracket, first it will be solved, then it will go to the outside the bracket. So x is the input. The output line of the first bracket will be given as the input line for the next. So the resultant R will be same as x plus y, the output will be given for the next OR gate because entire expression is having plus plus plus. So all the plus are implemented by OR gate. So then x plus y, when it is added together, the output line will be given to the next OR gate, which is added with the z. So entire bracket is added with the z. So that's how the circuit diagram will be written. The R will be the resultant expression. The B1 with the associative law is with the multiplication. So x multiplied by yz can also be written as x into y into z also. So first bracket will be solved. Multiplication is represented by and x into bracket. So bracket is solved. Y into z first, what is there in the bracket. So the resultant will be given for input line for the next AND. So that is x multiplied by yz will be the input line for the next AND gate. So that is R, which is equivalent to x into y, the resultant is x into y line will be given to the next AND gate. So z will be the second input line for the next AND gate. So R is same. So both the circuit diagrams are same and both the expression at the right hand side and the left hand side are equal. We'll move to the proof by perfect induction method. So in the entire expression which is there in the left hand side or the right hand side, you can find three variables, that is x, y and z, whole here also x, y and z. So it is 2 to the power 3, 8 combinations will be there in the x, 8 combinations there will be in the y, z will have 8 combinations even. So input and output will have all 8 combinations. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, 4 zeros, 4 ones. How many zeros are there in the x? 4 zeros. How many ones are there in the x? 4 ones. So that is again divided. 4 zeros are divided into 2. 2 zeros, 2 ones. 2 zeros, 2 ones. Okay. So then 2 zeros are there, that will be divided again into 2. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. That's how you will solve a truth table with the 3 variables. So 3 variables. So 2 to the power 3. 3 indicates the variable. Total 8 combinations. 4 zeros, 4 ones. Half of it. 2 zeros, 2 ones. 2 zeros, 2 ones. Half of it. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Like this combination. So first bracket will be solved. Y plus z. So y plus z. Then outer bracket. You see in the right hand side, it is x plus y, The first expression is added with the x plus yz, x plus y, that is this expression, is added with the z. Let us see one by one how this and this, all the combinations will get the output. So it is these two expressions added. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is also 1. So this is output. Now x plus y. So these two, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is also 1, 1 plus 1 is also 1. So if I find any 1 in the input combination, the output is 1 for the plus. Then we will add these two, that is expression which is present over here will be added with x. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is also 1. So next we will add with the expression this with the z. So it is 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is, 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is also 1. So you can see from the truth table, all the possible values for x plus yz, x plus y plus z is same as x plus y plus z. Similarly, you can write it for the next following diagram. Okay, that is x into yz is equals to x into y into z. So you can pause the video and note down the resultant of the following truth table. Similarly, we will be proving this associative law with the help of proof by perfect induction method. The expression is x plus yz, that is y plus z, is equals to x plus y plus z. So taking the value of x is equals to 0 in the expression, we will take the left hand side expression and we will substitute the value. 0 plus y plus z is y plus z by the properties of zeros and ones. Then we will take the x value. Similarly, we will substitute it into the right hand side. So it is 0 plus y plus z, which will be equal to y plus z. So from 1 and 2, so both the values for x is equals to 0 is same. Then x is equals to 1. Left hand side value will be taking 1 plus y plus z is y plus z added with 1 produces 1. If anything is added with 1, it is always 1. Right hand side value will take it with the x is equals to 1. So 1 plus y is 1. 1 plus z is also 1. So when we are substituting 1 plus y is, the entire bracket is 1. So 1 plus z is also 1. So from 1 and 2, it satisfies the condition. So distributive law will be seeing in the next class.